Me. Oh, there you go.
I don't know which one.
After 40 years in music, I'm deaf, so I listen to kind
What?
of... now it's too low.
Too low.
Now you just turned them off. There you go. That was a piece of my world. I mean, I grew up in the Bronx. I was the kid
What part of the Bronx?
Highbridge.
Oh, Highbridge.
Right up the block from Yankee Stadium.
All right.
And I was the kid on the roof on Tar Beach listening to the 1910 Fruit Gum Company with my little transistor radio.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. And I thought they were great songs.
I appreciate that.
You know, and I used to do Indian Giver and bands. You know, when you first started your garage bands, you'd go out and play church dances and stuff.
Yeah.
We did Indian Giver. Exactly.
Who's your favorite guitar player?
I'm going to say Jeff Beck.
Jeff Beck.
I got to tell him that this summer. I saw him at Jones Beach, and I went back and told him how much he meant to me as a guitar player.
And he meant a lot, and he means a lot to you too.
No, he means a lot to me.
And he means a lot to you. Okay.
Are we saying the same thing?
Sounds like double talk to me.
It is. It's Norm Crosby.
No, but I mean, you were always a great admirer of Jeff Beck. I mean, he's one of your favorites.
Well, as I said to him that night at the Jones Beach Theater, you know, anybody that's of my age bracket, so, you know, I'm going to be 62 next month.
You're going to be
You don't look more than
62.
You don't look more than 42.
No, wait. Huh?
You don't look more than 42.
Well, like I said, tomorrow is September 25th is my 31st sober anniversary.
Good, clean living.
Congratulations.
That's
I mean, it's a great feeling, especially with the new CD you have out now.
Yeah.
And,
that's my world now, you know. But
you've helped a lot of people in addicts and recovery.
Well, I hope so.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my responsibility as somebody that's been given this second life to kind of, you know, reach out to people and when they're ready to change their world and try to aim them in the right direction.
How long have you been sober now? 35 years?
31.
31 years.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, congratulations.
Yeah.
How did you make that leap, that step to become sober after you were doing all these drugs alcohol for years? How did you do it? Like, how did you decide that this was the time I want to, like, get sober and still be able to do my music and help people with rock and roll who are addicts?
The short story of this, the Reader's Digest version, if anybody, you know, under 40 knows what that means, is I was turning 30, right, and I was living hard, right, and I was 128 pounds, and, you know, it was insanity. We're traveling the world playing stadiums, and I was insane, and I was turning 30, and I said, I'm going to stop. And from 30 to 31, I kept trying to stop. I still have my diary from that every single day. I said, tonight, I'm going to have a club soda tonight, and that's
not easy.
Every night for almost an entire year, I wound up drinking and drugging, right? And then, funny enough, in August of '87, we were invited to a wedding, and we were sitting down next to a friend. They put you at somebody you know at a table, right? And this is a girl we used to run with. And I said to her, my two favorite words at the time were, "You holding?" You know, and she looked at me and she started telling me, no, I'm clean and sober now, and I'm going to these meetings, and I'm doing this and that. And I just, you know, good for you. You know, I was looking around the room for somebody else. But it planted a seed. And September 25th, '87, about 2 o'clock in the morning, man, I was standing in front of the mirror, and I said, I'm going to die. And I picked the phone up and I called that same girl, man. She took me to my first place. And that was it.
Tell us about the song, the night.